Hey everyone, and welcome back, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Rocket Visa Signature credit card. So I'm going to be going over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video you should have a much better idea of whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before I go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Also, if you would like to receive a few free stocks in a pinned comment below as well as in the description box, I will be leaving a few different links where you can receive just that. Okay, so diving right into the main features of the Rocket Visa Signature card. Starting out, there is a spin bonus that you can earn with this. The spin bonus is going to be $200 as long as you're able to spend at least $3,000 within the first 3 months of having this card. That's going to be a spend of $1,000 per month to achieve that bonus. Now the $200 is automatically going to be applied as a statement credit. You're not going to have the option for like a check in the mail or anything like that. It's automatically going to be applied as a statement credit. Now, in addition to that, you're also going to be earning points on every single purchase that you make with this card. So you're going to be earning 5 points per dollar spent. Now, as far as redeeming these points, you'll have a redemption value of either 5%, 2%, or 1.25%. So let me explain here. So we're just going to be going over a sample scenario here. So let's say, for example, that a card user, or in other words, you, spend $5,000 on this credit card. Because of that, you would have 25,000 points as your Rocket Rewards balance. Is because $5,000 times 5 points per dollar spent, that equals 25,000 points. Now, out of the 25,000 points that you have, you can either redeem those for $250 towards Rocket Mortgage closing cost, including down payment. This can be up to $8,000 that can be redeemed towards a new Rocket Mortgage transaction. If you choose that method, you would be receiving 5% cash back. Now, as far as the 2% cashback method, that's going to be $100 towards your Rocket Mortgage principal. If you already have a loan with Rocket Mortgage and you want to pay down the principal quicker, that way you have your loan paid off. In that form, you would be getting 2% cashback with this credit card if you decide to redeem in that manner. And then the only other way that you can redeem these points is towards a statement credit. And if you decide to go with the statement credit, unfortunately, you're only going to be earning 1.25% cash back, which is well below average compared to what you can receive with other credit cards. Now, one of the main questions that you might be asking me here is whether or not you need to have a Rocket Mortgage in order to apply or be approved for this credit card. And no, you do not need to have a Rocket Mortgage, and you do not need to anticipate applying for one in the future with this credit card. Just know here that there are only 3 redemption methods, and if you do not have a Rocket Mortgage, you're only going to be receiving 1.25% cash back, because if you want to get 2% cash back, that has to go towards the principal, and if you want 5% cash back, that has to go towards your closing costs with Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Mortgage only. This can't be applied to a principal of any other loan company. It can't be applied to any other loan company as far as the closing cost goes. This has to be to Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Mortgage only. So really, that's just going to have to be something that you consider. Perhaps you already have Rocket Mortgage, and that might be useful to you because then you'll have 2% cash back with this credit card, which will essentially force you to take that cash back and throw it towards your principal to pay off your loan quicker. That might be great for you, but if you're anticipating buying a home in the future, sure, you could go with Rocket Mortgage, but just know there are a lot of other companies out there. And if you're kind of boxing yourself in with just one company, just know that there might be other loan companies out there that have better service or even better rates. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend boxing yourself in within just one company, but at the end of the day, that will certainly be your choice. Now, with having this credit card, you're also going to be receiving the Visa Signature benefits. So with this credit card, you're going to be receiving extended warranty protection. So you can double your qualifying warranty coverage on your next big purchase for up to 1 year. You're also going to be receiving porch piracy protection, so you'll get covered up to $10,000 for an eligible stolen item. And then you'll also be receiving cell phone protection, so you can get protected against theft and damage up to $750 as long as you pay your wireless bill with this card each and every month. And just know that there is going to be a $50 deductible. So now that we went over the main features of this credit card, I'm now going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees, because this is also super important as well. So as far as the purchase APR goes, starting out, it is going to be anywhere between 20.99 to 30.99% based on your credit worthiness. As far as the balance transfer APR goes, there is no APR. That's because balance transfers are not available with this credit card. And then as far as your cash advance APR, just like the balance transfers, they are not going to be allowed either. So you can't do balance transfers with this credit card, and you also can't do cash advances with this credit card. Now, as far as some other fees go, there is going to be a $95 annual fee unless you have a Rocket mortgage. And if you have a Rocket mortgage, then in that case, your annual fee is going to be waived. Without the Rocket mortgage though, you are going to have the $95 annual fee. Now, as far as the balance transfers or cash advance fees go, like I mentioned before, there are no balance transfers or cash advances allowed. So obviously there are not going to be any fees with that. As far as foreign transaction fees go, this is a credit card that you can take with you if you happen to go abroad because there are no foreign transaction fees. And there is going to be a late payment fee of up to $25 and a return payment fee of up to $37. Okay, so now that I went over the main features of this credit card as well as the APR and fees, I'm now going to go over what I will consider to be the biggest pros and cons of this credit card. So starting out, we're going to be talking about the good things. That is the fact that you can be earning 5% cash back pretty much on every single purchase if you do decide to take your cash back and apply it towards your closing costs with Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Mortgage only. Now remember, you're sort of boxing yourself in here, but if Rocket Mortgage ends up having the best service and you feel comfortable with them and they give you the best rate, this might actually be the best opportunity for you. In addition to that, if you have your Rocket Mortgage, you're going to be getting 2% cash back if you apply your cash back towards your principal, so you'll be able to pay off your home all that much sooner. And then finally, you're also going to be receiving a $200 spend bonus applied as a statement credit as long as you're able to spend at least $3,000 within the first 3 months of your account opening. So those are the pros of this credit card. Now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the drawbacks. So starting out, just like what I said in the pros, you are going to be earning 5% cash back or 2% cash back as long as you intend to or already have a mortgage with Rocket Mortgage. But on the flip side of things, if you do not have your mortgage with Rocket Mortgage, you're pretty much going to be stuck only receiving 1.25% cash back, which can only be applied as a statement credit. So again, if you don't have Rocket Mortgage right now, if it's with another company, you're really not going to be earning any type of cash back at all. I mean, even with just like the Capital One Quicksilver, which is a very average credit card, you're only receiving 1.5% cash back with that, but even that would be more than this. And then you can apply for another credit card like the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card, where you're going to be receiving 2% cash back on every single transaction, plus a spend bonus, so that would be even better than that as well. And then of course, if you intend to maybe in the future get your mortgage, get your loan through Rocket Mortgage, like I mentioned before, you're really boxing yourself in. If you're only going to be picking through one company, I would definitely recommend looking at least maybe 3 to 5 companies to see which one gives you the best rate, and then see what their reviews are online if people are having good experiences with them before boxing yourself in within just one company. And then of course, if you don't have your loan with Rocket Mortgage or you don't intend to in the future, you're going to have the annual fee of $95, which pretty much is going to offset a lot of the benefits that you are going to be receiving with this credit card. So now that we went over the main features of this credit card, its APR, its fees, as well as its pros and cons, let's go ahead and sum this credit card up. So at least in my opinion, I would say for those who perhaps already have a mortgage with Rocket Mortgage or are very, very strongly considering getting their loan through Rocket Mortgage, they've already looked at the pros and the cons of the company, they've seen their rates, it's a very good rate for them. It's probably going to be a pretty good credit card for you, but for someone out there who does not have their loan for their home through Rocket Mortgage and they don't intend to, for you it's probably not going to be worth it just because you're only going to be receiving 1.25% in cash back applied to as a statement credit, whereas with other credit cards out there in the market, you're going to be earning a whole lot more in cash back and benefits in general. But that's just my consensus on this credit card. I certainly hope that it was helpful. If it was, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like, consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.